Hi, I'm Scruffy. I've had a few requests to do this, so I like to stream a lot of retro games and a lot of older games because I am in my late 20s, early 30s at this point, and I also just like to play old games that I've collected over the years. And I'm going to use an example for today's video, which is going to be Legacy of Kain Remaster, which lets you go back and use the old graphics. That way I can kind of make a point with this video. I recently streamed Medieval on PS1 and is going through pass-through, but I don't want to play it at the upscaled sharpness. I want to play it at like a CRT filter through OBS. That way it feels more genuine to play it on something that is from the 2000s, like those old fat TVs that you used to see like everywhere. I'm going to show you how to install that. Here's what we're going to need. First, what you're going to want to do is go over to GitHub and look up Finite Singularity. It's this dude right here. He is the one who is responsible for the OBS plugin that we are going to be using today. So it's going to be this one right down here, the OBS Retro Effects. I've already got that pulled up, and then it'll bring you to this page here. It is in release 101, and you're going to see all the effects that you have available and ready that you can use. So you're going to go down here to where it says release 1.1 on the right-hand side. Click that, and then you're going to go down and you're going to see what operating system that you are currently running. Click the best one that matches your system. Once it downloads, hit run application, let it go through, let it execute. Once it says finished, awesome. If you are currently running OBS while you are doing this, make sure that your OBS is closed down. Once that you've restarted OBS, once that it repopulates, once that everything is working as it should be, OBS will then have the plugin into the system. So again, if you're like me and you're playing all these old games on the original hardware, but you don't like the upscaled look because everything's a little bit too sharp, everything's a little bit too bright, what you can do is you can go here. If that you're using a capture card for a camera or for a game system, then find where yours is, what you've labeled it. I've labeled mine just 4K cap, just because it's the easiest thing for me. You're gonna want to go to filters that you have. Hit the little plus icon, go over here, see where this one says retro effects. Go to where it says frame skip, and then you should see CRT. So this is what it's going to look like when you first install it. Scroll down. These are all the settings you can change to give it more of like that CRT filter kind of look. So I'm going to go over to mine really quick, which is the retro games filter, which is kind of a one size fits all, but not everything. So this is what it looks like after that everything's done with. So I'm also going to just show you mine really quick, just in case you want to just copy paste mine. So everything's sharp, everything's where it should be. This is with the filter on. Kind of gives it more of that like late 90s, early 2000s kind of TV vibe. But if you also want to see how it looks on game, so this is how it looks. Again, Legacy of Kain is like the closest thing I have to a modern retro game, I guess. So this is with the graphics dumbed down. This is upscaled. I personally like it to where you have the graphics just downscaled a bit, like you can kind of see like where the scan lines are and everything with that. But yeah, I hope this helps. I hope that you were able to tweak your system as much as possible to your settings, as much as to what you want it to be. You should be able to go through, edit the filters as much as you want to where it's best fitting to the game that you're playing or what system that you're on. I hope that helped. Like, comment, follow, do all the buttony things, and say hi to my cat Pumpkin in the comments. Oh, Evie boy.